So here I am in Android Studio. As you can see, I have opened an Android Studio project which I am currently working. So I would like to close it and create a new Android project. So here you can see, if you will install first time Android Studio, so you will see this window after the opening of Android Studio. Um, Icon or application after running the Android Studio. So here you can see different types of activities. There is basic activity, empty activity, bottom navigation, full screen, master detail flow, navigation drawer, Google Maps, login, scrolling, tabbed, native C double plus. There are different types of activities which I would like to include. Actually, these activities are uh, pre-created, and you can use these activities in your Android application. What is activity? Activity is a basic structure of Android application, which basic components are layouts, JavaScripting, images, and other things. Like if I see here is basic activity, and it includes a floating button here. In upper right corner you can see here is drop down button, which if I will click here, so it will drop down some other options. So you can see here is a back button. So this back button is not a button, it's actually an image. It's an image, and if I will click this image, so it will execute a Java code which pointed out for that. If I will click on this button, so what will happen? Okay, as this you can see, it is a layout. So it is the layout. A layout is written in XML language, and we will include layout coding to display a layout in front of our user. And if a user interact with the layout, so it will execute a Java code which will perform some specific some specific functions which we have included in our Java code. So here are different types of activities. Like here you can see navigation drawer activity, which is very important, and we have often see that in Play Store. Like Play Store is dependent upon this activity type, which is navigation drawer. It is a navigation okay, this is navigation, and it works like a drawer. We can pull it and we can push it. So this activity is specifically called navigation drawer. Like we can view images, or sorry, maps in our activity, so it is called Google Maps activity. Now native C double plus activity. What is native C double plus activity? Actually, this activity includes some external C double plus coding. C double plus is another language like Java, and we could include like Unity project games in Android Studio or Android project. So we will use this native activity. So right now we are creating a simple Android application, so we will choose empty activity, which is not dependent upon any kind of activity which will perform a number of functions or blah blah. So we are just using simple empty activity. I will click next. So here is the name of my application. I will cover up it fast and fast. It is the name of my application, which will display in my action bar, and as well in my Android application icon in the bottom of my Android application. So it is my application name. Okay, I don't change it because it's my Android application. I want to name it my application. Okay, so this is package name, which will indicate that this source code is dependent is basically it basically belongs to this application. So here is com, you can name it anything, but actually basically this is Bunse Incorporation is the company name, and this section is indicating that my application name, and this is the application name, it is the company name, and it is your organization or company type. If I'm running, if I'm creating this application under the flower of an organization, so I will change it in org, but this is a company, so I will use it com. Okay, so save location, where your application will saved. Here is the save location, here is the language. In Android Studio you can code in two languages like Java and Kotlin, so as well C++, but Java. C++ is, and you have seen an native activity, so here is simple. Here is minimum API level, which we will create an Android application. That's mean if an Android phone is less than this version, like 4.4 version or 5.1 version, lollipop version, marshmallow, nugget, Kit Kat, jelly bean. Okay, so if this Android this Android phone is my user's Android phone is less than 5.1, so he will not able to run this application. It is the minimum API level. Okay, I have clicked on finish and I'm waiting. So now here you can see my Android application is opened, and here is my application name, my application. Here is the location of my application, and here is very it's a new kid, or it's like that baby. Okay, so this is application. Then you run Android Studio first time, so it is something like this. There is no configuration, add configuration option, and it's blank paper.